G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of U-Boat on U-764. It's the 14th of April 1945. So this may be the last patrol that we go on if we're out for 3 weeks on the water. If we're not, we might be able to squeeze one more episode, so hopefully we can. So it's been a good blast, this series of U-Boat. And I'm debating whether I'm going to do another one after this. If I am, it will be a little bit of a different style, maybe first person only. You'll have to let me know what you think about that in the comments. Do I keep doing this or do we go for something else? So a quick look at the map as we usually do. You can see that the Allies have Germany surrounded at this point. We still have our ports though, and we are still based in Norway. And today we're heading to the North Irish Sea here. Gonna hopefully go find ourselves a couple of convoys. If we don't find anything in that patrol sector, well, we know that there's plenty of shipping in and around Ireland. And we're gonna sink 10,000 tons. So we'll plot a course to try and avoid scupper flow because we do not want to be trying to deal with too many enemy escorts. So hopefully we'll go out here and we'll pick ourselves up a nice juicy convoy. Okay, so a man on the hydrophones picked ourselves up a little propeller noise here. 8 to 19 ships, that's a pretty decent sized convoy for us. So we'll just start plotting an interception course. Looks like they're heading right for us as well. So that's pretty much perfect. We'll just pull a line and we're pretty close to that. So we will just turn around and lay here in wait. And then we should hopefully try and pick off the best heaviest targets that we can to get that tonnage up straight away. Okay, so they're just about into range for us now. Just going to move a little bit closer because I think they'll be a bit further off this line than what we thought, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue as long as they're not behind us. They're just coming into our range here now, so let them get a bit closer and we can start taking a look at the convoy and seeing what our first target's going to be. So let's just see what they're doing. North to south and direction of travel. 58 degrees. And we're at perfect angles here for a torpedo attack. So let's just take a look. Got ourselves a nice Liberty. Haven't had much luck with Liberties for some unknown reason over the past few episodes. But maybe we can do a bit of redeeming. There's a nice Empire, but that's kind of deck gun material. Another big Liberty. So if we get rid of those two, that's going to be our tonnage. Well, there's another Liberty, so we could be on for about 20,000 tons already if we do a good job of it. Not seeing any escort ships here yet though. Oh, there we go. Got 2 popped up, 3. Okay, well we're going to have to take one of them out. Probably try and start with the lead destroyer. If we can get rid of that, or maybe this one. This thing's kind of right in the way for us to do our attack. And just a little flower class just escort there. Well, we're going to want to get rid of that as well because they're quite annoying to have to deal with. So let's jump into our periscope and have a little look. Probably going to try and pick off the destroyer that's closest to us and then maybe aim for one of the Liberties as well. And then if that little flower class thing starts chasing us, I've got a T5 in the rear tube ready to go. So we might have to send that away just to... Oh, there's a Kirov class. Yeah, we might have to use the T5 if the little flower class gives chase to us. Seen a lot of these Kirov classes lately in the convoy setups. Must be all heading out towards Russia. Okay, so let's just start recognizing these targets. I reckon this is not a tribal class. I think it's a V class. Looks a bit far away at the moment. Get that mast lined up. Yeah, just a little bit. Need you to move in about 1 kilometer, please, and then we can get ready to attack you. But we can get our work done on the Liberty cargo as well. Just let them move forward a little bit. There's quite a lot of destroyers in here actually. Must be carrying something valuable. I thought that was going to be the Kirov. Where is that Kirov? Must be that one right in the middle. Okay, back to the periscope. Double check the distance on this destroyer. Get that launched away, and then we'll try and line it up that we make a successful strike on the Liberty. Would be really good to get a Liberty. I haven't sunk one for what feels like forever. Started the series, we were popping them off left, right and centre, but now we're... The last few episodes, every time I shoot one it bloody misses. I don't know what's going on. Even if I get the solution accurately, it just doesn't seem to work. So we don't really need to do speed. We know that they're doing 7 knots. We haven't interrupted them yet. So you're a bit closer than the destroyer, so we'll go for you first. A bit further away, I mean. And if your torpedoes are going to miss, make sure they don't return too early. So we're going to launch that, and then we're going to line you up on your destroyer. And we're going to launch 1 or 2. It's always a tough call to launch at destroyers, because if you use 1, sometimes they go down, and that saves you torpedoes to attack somebody else. So when those torpedoes get to that line is when we will send our another 2 torpedoes, or 1. Probably just going to go with the 1 and hope that we sink it. And if not, it should hopefully either sit dead in the water or be lagging behind the convoy. We just need it out of our way, really, that's the main thing. And then it'll be the usual. Duck down underwater, we'll keep going in the direction that they're heading. And then we will pop back up a little bit further up the road. We'll go 2 torpedoes, eh? We'll make sure we get rid of it. It's a big risk to try and save torpedoes, just get the job done and do it right. So let's fire. Okay, 2 good hits on both targets there. That's a perfect outcome. Couldn't have hoped for anything better. I'm glad we got this Liberty. She looks like she's in real trouble. Fires all over the place. Can't even see the enemy escort ship in the background there. But she looks like she's also in trouble. Hopefully they're both going to go down. So I think we'll just sit here and watch and hope for the best. But this has opened up the convoy for us to come in for another attack now. Now those enemy escorts are going to be coming straight over my direction to try and find me, so I'm probably going to dive down and try and pop up on the opposite side of the convoy. Try and get another attack in from there, because that's where those Liberties are. So there's 1 Liberty gone down. And how bad is it for you? Are you going to go down? Definitely looks like it. 2 good hits there, so let's get moving, try and realign and get another attack done straight away. Alright, we are back, and we are on the opposite side. So there's a nice big juicy Liberty here. Let's see if we can make it 2 for 2. There's a couple. We don't want to be dealing with that, that's just a Norwegian ship. We'll let that run on. So what about this one here? Another Liberty. So do we line up and try and shoot both of those? Okay, we need to jump back up to periscope depth, please, boys. And we'll get the captain on the scope again. Have a good look. And looking at the sky. No, we're not. Okay, so it looks like it's just a little bit foggy. Very foggy, in fact. So we can't actually see what we want to be shooting. That's going to make things a little bit difficult, especially if we have to do it manually from the map here. So I think they're still doing the same course as they were before, 56 or something, wasn't it? Okay. Distance, don't know. Have to try and use the map as well. And this isn't the most accurate. Well, I suppose that's quite accurate. So we'll plug that in. And speed, we're gonna say 7. I hope they've slowed down enough since the previous attack. So we'll just send 2 torpedoes and hopefully we'll get that. Hopefully we don't miss this time. Otherwise the curse continues. Oh, that's not looking good. They must have been going a little bit faster than what we thought. Didn't quite give them enough time to slow down. So there's a waste of 2 torpedoes, but no big deal. We'll try and come back for it again if we can. But we just couldn't see it. If we had seen it, I would have done a time check, a speed check. I don't know how to do it using the map tools. I only do it through the periscope. So I think we'll just move in and we'll try and get this second Liberty that's at the back of the convoy here. That'll be a good target for us. We're going to have to move in very close though because of the fog. Yeah, we don't want this Empire in front of us spotting us before we line up for an attack. So we'll slow right down. And hopefully we're close enough now that we can actually see the target. Doesn't really look like it at the moment. Can't see a thing, mate. Okay, can we see anything there? No. So this must be the Liberty that we're looking at. Let's see. We'll just plug a few things in. They must have slowed down to 7 by now. It was quite a while before that previous attack. Distance wise, what are you doing? About 1.3 kilometers. Yeah, it's accurate enough, I suppose. So I think we'll just roll with that. I could just about see a silhouette in the very far distance. But it's not clear at all, to be honest. So we'll try with the tool just to double check our distance. It just says it's a 100-meter difference. 2 torpedoes again. Running low on stock already of torpedoes. We're not going to have many more after this. So tubes 1 and 2, fire away. There we go, 2 good hits. Not bad for firing partially blind there. Hopefully that's going to cause enough damage to go down. Oh, she does have a fire on board, just couldn't really see it from there. But yeah, she doesn't look too healthy at all actually. So I would say she's going down. Now, I think after this one, it's just going to be a case of probably bobbing under again and popping up on the other side of the convoy. Seeing if we can't take out anything else from that side. Maybe another escort would be good to get rid of those, and then we can maybe, well actually there's so many escorts in here, we're not really going to get the opportunity to use a deck gun, I would say. Definitely going to try my best though. Ah, yep, there we go. She's in real trouble. She's going to go down. There's another 7,000 or 8,000 tons probably towards our count. So that should be pretty much mission complete, but we are here to take down the whole thing, if possible. Might be a few that get away. So there goes our Liberty. Now how are we going to play it from here? There we go, objective completed. Okay, so this Empire's right next to us, we don't want to deal with that. Now that big enemy ship in the middle there must be the Kirov. They don't really change course too much even when there is an attack. They don't go hunting. Now we've got something on our tail though, chasing. So I think get over to the other side of the convoy and see what we can do from there. Alright, we're back. And we're back on the other side of the convoy, and you can just about make out this Liberty here. Just see a shadow of it. So we've got pretty much most of the solution done. They have changed their course a bit though. So let's just plug that in, and we can just about make out some masts. A little bit clearer than the one before this actually, so let's line this up. Well within range, and if we get everything right here, I think we can actually, we're good enough that we can see the ship, that we can probably do a time check here. A bit tricky to see, but I think we can do it. And I can just about see the back. Stop the clock. 7 knots, perfect. She's had enough time to slow down back to her original speed. 2 torpedoes going left this time. Should be good to go. Tube 1 and 2, fire away. Oh, the curse has been lifted. We got it. Got that Liberty. Second attempt. First attempt probably wasn't really my fault. Just couldn't see the ship. Couldn't get the timing right to know what speed she was doing, and just took a stab in the dark. Oh, we missed, but big deal. Missed plenty of times before as well. So hopefully the 2 torpedoes will do the job for us here. But I would say she's definitely not going to be marching on very far after that. She is only about 60% damage though. She's going down. I think the fire's going to do the work. And hopefully, worst case scenario, she'll just sit here dead in the water, and we'll come back after the rest of the attack. Just finish her off, put a few holes in it. This guy up here is still manning the gun. Just want to have a quick look. Yeah, she is listing hard actually. Oh, she's fucked. She's going down. Good stuff. Empire 7 on your way. Another 7,000 or 8,000 tons for us. And I'll probably use that as a thumbnail for this one. It's a good image. So she goes. Not very assuming that they're all 7,000 to 8,000 tons each. We're already up to about 22-ish thousand, 23, 24 maybe, if we're lucky. Not that it matters too much. This Kirov, again, they don't really change their pace, they don't really change their direction of travel too much. So I think we might as well just come straight in and send a torpedo at it. What's this one? Ah, still that Norwegian ship, we don't want to be dealing with that. No need. So I think we should just try and turn around and get an attack on this Kirov class. Now we've got to see what he's actually doing, because he is not doing what the original line that we've pulled out is. So 63 degrees. So let's line that up. We'll wait for him to get a bit closer, because I think this fog's still probably a little bit thick. And we'll see if we can do a proper solution. Don't know if it's going to be doing 7 knots. So if we just let that close in, I think we're sitting definitely close enough. Yeah, we're quite far away. We would definitely want him to come closer to us. So can we actually see anything? It kind of looks like the weather's cleared on us a little bit. Got the moon out. Big moon. Look at the size of that. Full moon tonight. Same size as the periscope. Well, not a nice night to be stuck out in a life raft if your ship goes down, but we will try our best to do that. And we will pick up the officer at the end of it if we can. So, Kirov class. Distance, poor, tough to decide at the moment. Can't even see it. and angle. It looks like they're turning a little bit since the last time. So yeah, just a little bit. Not too bad actually. Now speed, I don't know. I think we should have to let them close in a bit first before we do a speed check. If we can get him into the periscope and actually see a silhouette, then we're obviously going to get a much better reading. So can we see it? Well, yes we can. She is a beast. So we can do a proper distance check here as well. Just about make out the top of that mast. Pretty close actually. And we can definitely see enough to do a speed check, so let's start the clock there. Well, she's a big cruiser. Took a long time for her to pass through there. 7 knots. And these look like our last 2 torpedoes. We do have 2 T5 torpedoes as well. We'll try and use those up if we can, but 2 torpedoes might be enough for a Kirov class. Let's find out. Well, what a picture that is. A nice full moon and 2 good hits on the Kirov. Doesn't get much better than that. No stars in the sky though, but I suppose it's foggy. So 2 torpedoes, good hits there, but doesn't look like it's done a whole heap of damage. Fires are growing and spreading, but don't know if that's going to be enough. She's listing quite hard actually, but yeah, only done about 40% damage there, so I think we should probably just launch one of the T5s. And that should come in and finish the job off for us. So let's just get on with that. 2 torpedoes may be enough, but we might be sitting here for ages waiting for it to do more damage, and I don't think it's going to go down, so tube 5 away. Well, there we go, the T5 got a good hit, so hopefully that's going to do a bit more. Still not great though. Oh come on, I was expecting that to do it. Just be patient. It's going down a little bit. But still, hopefully that will just be it sitting dead in the water. Oh no, she's done. Just needs to take on a little bit of water and then she is going down to the bottom. Now, we don't get credit for that from the BDU, but that's alright. We know what we've done. So a nice Kirov class should go down to the bottom now. And I think there's still plenty in the convoy that we can go and try and attack. Might be deck gun job though. We've only got 1 torpedo left in the hold. And that's a T5, so that thing just goes anywhere. Doesn't go to the target you necessarily shoot at. So she might take a while for this one to go down. It's not looking like a fast job. Front end sticking right up. So let's just see. Worst case scenario, she's just going to sit here dead in the water and we'll come back with the deck gun and finish her up. Don't really want to have to do that. Just want to get moving. And she is drifting, which you would expect. It doesn't look like she's going to take that last little bit of water on, so I think we'll just put a few marks down on the map here. We don't want the rest of this convoy getting away. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh well, oh, we've got something chasing us here, so let's put a couple of marks here. We'll come back for you in a little while, and we are being pinged by sonar, so let's try and run away. Okay, we've managed to evade the convoy, or what was chasing us, and let the rest of the convoy run away because we are out of torpedoes. and we are yet to reach the patrol sector, so we'll get into there and hopefully we might be able to pick ourselves up a lone tanker or a lone empire. I'm not sure how likely that is at this stage, but we need to get the patrol done anyway, so let's go and do that and then we'll go back for that Kirov. Okay, patrol's all done. Didn't find anything else in the patrol sector. There was one detection on the hydrophone, but it was just enemy warships. We didn't want to be trying to tangle with that. We don't have the torpedoes to do so. So the weather's changed a little bit since we were away. A couple of days has passed, I think. So we're going to move right in and we'll get up onto the deck gun, and it should just be a couple of shots from the deck gun. Should finish this Kirov off quite nicely. Won't take too much. Let's just want to click on the Kirov so I can see the damage bar. Oh, there we go, she's done for. So she is going to sink now. There's a few lifeboats, quite a few. Must be a few crew on. Let's get into the free camera so we don't sink with it. Okay, so we'll see if there's a captain on board that we can take away for as a prisoner. Get a little bit of credit for doing that. So let's just scout through the boats here. Just sailors. Wow, so many boats. 8 boats. No captain yet. Has he gone down with his ship? Is he one proud captain? Well, that doesn't look good, does it? It's got to be on one of them, surely. Probably a coward who wouldn't want to go down with his boat. Unless he's dead already. So we'll just take as many as we can from this boat. Don't want to mess around with it too much. And we're done. So let's start heading away. We'll get back to the port. We'll refuel. I think we're just in time. If we get back soon, then we won't have to end the series here. We can still squeeze out one more patrol, I think. It takes about a week or so to reload the boat. So we're back at the port, 27th of April. If we can get loaded up and away before the 7th, then I think we should be pretty sweet. So here we go, back in Bergen. We're not going to get that last medal, unfortunately. We're quite close for it though. Didn't actually sink as much as I would have liked, again. But yeah, 21,000 tons. Didn't sink a great deal, eh? A couple of destroyers and a few freighters. It's not too bad though. Got a cruiser. That's a prize in itself. We just don't get the credit for it. Well, there we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you've been enjoying the series. I know some of you are still watching. And I would definitely say that the next episode will be the last episode. There's just not enough time to carry on after, unless the game lets you carry on after the end of the war date. I'm not really sure. So stick around and don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a lot. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.